My name's Nemesis, and today we're talking about daddy issues. Now, we all know so many people have daddy issues, and because of these daddy issues, they tend to have complicated relationship problems. They end up in abusive or toxic relationships that they tend to not be able to leave because they have attachment or abandonment issues. And these issues tend to compound, and how they are not able to detach themselves from the ideal benevolent father that loves them but has issues, and that's why they can't be with them or love them the way they want them to. Now, this is not sensible or reasonable in any way, because at the end of the day, these fathers do not care about them, and hoping that if you try hard enough, they'll somehow love you and acknowledge your existence. And unfortunately, the only way they're going to acknowledge your existence is when you become useful. So if you be someone famous or rich, they will acknowledge you, because you will now be their personal ATM. You will give them fame, and they get to claim that all this work you did to be someone was all done by them, even though they were nowhere to be found at any point in your life. At some point, we all have to realize that our parents are not these ideal, perfect people that can do no wrong. They're all human. They have free will, and unfortunately, they are able to use that free will to walk away from you at any point. And you can be angry, you can be disappointed, you can be afraid, but the fact that y'all take all that negative emotion out on the parent that sticks around, which is your mother, who actually stayed and loved you and raised you, is sickening in so many ways. How you can harm the only person that actually gives a damn about you. It doesn't matter if you have a dad that abandoned you. It doesn't matter if you have a dad that's a drop-by dad. It doesn't matter if you have a dad that's actually living in your house but barely acknowledges your existence when he is around. It doesn't matter whether you have any of these parents, because at the end of the day, none of them care. And at some point, you're going to have to realize that you should be grateful to the parent that stuck around, instead of taking out your anger out on your mother. You need to confront your father, the one who actually harmed you. Stop harming innocent people that did nothing to you. Take your anger out on your mom. Then you get in these relationships with your boyfriend or girlfriend and decide, okay, now they have to be your comfort blanket, and so you can hide away from the monster that's sitting in your room. And it's ridiculous how you just do not want to grow up and confront the monster. Your father is the issue. If you need to get therapy for your issues, get therapy. There's nothing wrong with making sure you understand what your issue is. If you don't have the money to get therapy, sit down and really ask yourself, why do you take your anger out on your mom? What is the reason why you do what you do? Ask yourself why you think your father left you, and why you keep him on your mind when he himself doesn't think about you in any way. Why have you decided to let him win by guiding your life through his bad behavior? His decisions shouldn't rule your life for the rest of your life. And your mother cannot force your dad to love you. I don't understand what y'all be wanting from your moms. I swear y'all think your moms should have kidnapped your dad and stuck him in the basement just so he can stay with you and love you. I don't understand. Do you really think that is a possibility? Do you think that's reasonable? Like, what exactly do you want from your mom? Because all that anger makes no sense. She didn't do anything. Do realize that even though your mom took care of you, she could have walked away and abandoned you just as easily as your father did. She did not have to take care of you. I think the biggest issue y'all have is this thought that your mother should love you, stay with you, and do everything for you, and take on all your bad behavior with a smile on her face. That's not how it works. Y'all get so caught up in the propaganda that men have pushed that women are naturally nurturing. Snap out of it. Women are not naturally nurturing. Women are conditioned to be nurturing. If you truly believe that women are nurturing, please go visit all the grave sites of all the children that the mothers unalived and tell me how nurturing moms are. Actually, go talk to children whose mothers allowed their boyfriends or husbands to touch them, or decided they needed money for drugs or something and decided to pimp their kids out for money. Ask them how nurturing their mother is. Please go ahead and then come back and tell me what they say, because I want to really know if you really stuck in that kind of huge denial on how the world actually works. You need to understand that you need to talk to your dad. It's not going to kill you to stop being a coward and actually have a real adult conversation with your dad and ask him why he doesn't give a damn about you. Why did he decide to leave? Anything other than being a bully to the people around you based on one person's bad behavior. Until you can do that, you will always let him win. And do you really want to be the loser in your own life? Ask yourself that. Other than that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.